Thanks, Kirsten. Calling 911 can be essential when it comes to saving a life, but does your child know how to make a call in an emergency situation?
Well, as it turns out, new technology can make it tricky for kids, and many parents aren't even aware of the quick ways to dial 911 on a locked smartphone. Well, we went to work for you, asking the city's 911 call center how to prepare your kids to make the call. It's a call you hope your kids never have to make. Listen to this call.
Hello, 911.
Hi.
Hi, is your mom around?
No, we are live.
A 6-year-old called 911. It turns out it wasn't an emergency. The child just couldn't find their mom. But what if emergency help was needed? Can your kid make a call on a smartphone?
Not to call 911, but she knows other things, so that would be something that I could look into doing.
I think kids should know that. I'm not sure if his age would be right because he might just call it just because.
Parents absolutely should be teaching their kids when it's appropriate to call 911, how to if they do need to.
Your child doesn't have to know your passcode to make an emergency call. Here's what they need to know. If you have an iPhone, press the home screen. Then it's going to come on, prompting you to make an emergency call. Hit the emergency and then dial 911. If you have an Android, tap the screen and swipe up. Once you swipe, you'll be prompted to make an emergency call. Hit emergency and then dial 911.
There's SOS signals and different things, even apps now that we didn't have in the past that kids can use to get a hold of us.
Once patched through to the call center, technology only helps pinpoint a broad area. Dispatchers need your address.
It's best if you can teach them their address at an early age or let them know where to find your address within the home. A lot of times, even with adults, we have to tell them where to find their mail.
Do you know what your address is, sweetie?
Let's go back to the 911 call from earlier. That child didn't give it out.
Hello? Do you know what your address is?
Yes, I live alone. No mom
Caller, where are you?
at my house, alone.
In situations like these, dispatchers act fast, tracing the coordinates of the call.
On a phase 2 phone, whenever the 911 call comes in, we'll have those on our screen immediately. With a landline, we're going to know exactly where you are if you call.
These moms say their toddlers are tech savvy.
He's on YouTube all the time, all day.
She can go on Netflix and YouTube.
Smart and capable of learning a life-saving skill.
It's really simple too, I didn't even know.
Which is why teaching them the ins and outs of calling 911 is always a good practice. And it's also important to teach your child that it is okay to call 911 and not to be afraid. Make sure they know staying on the line with the dispatcher and not hanging up is critical in an emergency situation. However, also teach your child the consequences to calling 911 just for fun. A prank phone call could tie up a dispatcher, keeping them from answering other callers with active emergencies. So quick, easy things to just teach your kid. It doesn't matter what age, start young. And it could really, it could save a life. It really could come down to it.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Corey.